My name is Tricia Scribner, and I am excited about apologetics and the woman's role in apologetics because we have kids and we need to be able to tell them the reasons that we hold that Christianity is true, not just what they ought to believe, but why they ought to believe it. So that whenever our kids come home from college with their dirty bag of laundry and they say, "Mom, I don't believe what you believe anymore," we can not panic and freeze, but we say, "Oh, okay, well that's really good because you've got to make your faith your own. You can't just copy our faith because it's ours, and yours has to be your own. So you just need to have good reasons why you believe what you believe. Tell me what you believe now, and then know how to ask probing questions." And so I wrote a book that will help women with some of the major arguments for the Christian faith.
Great.
And it has I just got the study guide off the press.
So those go together.
Yeah, they go together.
Tell us the name.
This is Life Givers Apologetics and the study guide and the book. So it's written just for women, and all the examples are in a woman's voice.
And how do they get it?
Well, you can go Impact Apologetics, Frank and Stephanie Turek's website. My favorite website is going to have it. And the book is also on Amazon, and you can get it at those two locations. My ministry is triciascribner.com. You can go to the website, and that will give you information as well.
TriciaScribner.com, Tricia.
Yes, Scribner, Scribner. Look, whether you're a mom or not, we are women, and we need to know how to share with our neighbors, our co-workers. We're in the world, some of us on a day-to-day basis, as well as our children, perhaps our spouses. How do we go about, making our faith known, but in a way that's just integrated in the normal conversation? Because what we often think as women is that apologetics is these guys standing up on stage kind of debating and arguing. We check out and we go home because we're really interested in sitting down at Chick-fil-A and just talking with somebody.
Right.
And how do we respond when someone says, "Yeah, but why do you believe in God?" I mean, Darwinism and evolution explain everything, so we need to have answers, and there are answers out there.
So now tell me, what is it about living Life Givers that really cuts to what you're trying to achieve with that?
In Life Givers, I do an apologetic, a defense or an explanation for why women can do this. What about their makeup makes them good at apologetics, sharing this kind of truth. I do that in the first section. Then I give a 30,000-foot view of the overview of all the major arguments for the Christian faith. Now, it won't hit every single one, but it gives you a framework, a logical progression for how you go about discussing these things. And then at the end, we all know that you can know plenty and still crash and burn in a conversation. So at the end, I share communication techniques and ways to talk to people. But here we have Amy. Amy works every day.
Hi, Amy.
Hi. In her job. And so this means a lot to her. And she's just come along. She's starting to take apologetics courses and get involved in.
Where is she taking them? Where are you taking them, Amy?
I'm applying to Southern Evangelical Seminary, so I'm
Right.
really excited to start diving in and getting a more formal part of the training that I want to equip me, just like Tricia was saying, because I'm a mom and I'm in the workplace every day, and when you're in a more secular world, it's important to really be able to have those answers and be able to navigate really carefully through those conversations with respect and with kindness. And so this book and a lot of the resources and tools that are available here at the conference and online are going to be really helpful as I go out in my ministry and really start to try to have those conversations. And I would say too to moms, this is information that you really need to know. And you may not even know that you need to know it. And like Tricia said, I was always intimidated when I first learned what apologetics was. I was very intimidated because I thought it was two men debating on a stage, and I thought I'll never, be able to tap into that world. But just learning that women are especially equipped with our abilities for relationship and we're emotional beings, but we're also very rational, and so being able to break down these concepts that can seem very difficult, but just to break them down and to really understand them, I think it's crucial in terms of how we go about talking about Christ to the world.
This is great. So tell me, let's break it down to give them some resources. Let's start with Southern Evangelical. You're taking classes there. Some women don't live in Charlotte. Can they take classes online?
Yes, they do. They have options. I believe that, and don't quote me on this, but I believe that every course that they also offer it online in a streaming format, so you can get that live as if you're in the class, or you can take it on your own time as well, if your schedules don't happen to coincide with the class, because we're all busy, right?
Yes.
But the information's out there and it's available.
And that's Southern Evangelical Seminary. If they were to Google it, it would pop right up.
May I interject something?
Please.
So Southern Evangelical, I'm passionate about. I found it was the best kept secret in Charlotte, and so I started and got a master's degree, and now I'm in the PhD program. So you can see that Southern Evangelical can offer a mom at any
Level.
wherever you're wanting. So Amy's starting with just some certificate courses to see just how it goes. 'Cause
Sure.
what
You don't
if-
have to
what if
commit
she
to
doesn't like it? No.
a degree.
And then if she decides to continue on, then she can apply that toward a master's
Sure.
degree if she wants.
That's
they
great.
have Bible college
Yeah.
degrees as well.
So it's low
All
pressure.
the way to the PhD, and you can get so much online, and because of that, you can do it at your own pace.
Yeah.
While you're trying to work a full-time job, while you got the kids under your arm. I know, I've been there, and that's how I've done my schooling, and I'm almost done with the PhD. So it's
That's
got
great.
everything that you
Congratulations.
could possibly want. ses.edu, and just check in with them, and they can always email me at triciaspeaks@yahoo.com and just
Tricia
tell me.
Speaks at Yahoo. They can.
TRICIASPEAKS@yahoo.com. Just email me and say, Tricia, I'm just praying about this. I don't know which direction to go. And I may not know, but I know people who know.
That's
And so
right.
I
You know
can
where to get the
connect them.
information.
So we got stuff for women. I have a devotional book here that they let me write 40 worldview and apologetics devotionals in.
And it's called A Passion for Purpose.
It's on missional living. What woman doesn't need that 365 days?
And you're speaking, aren't you?
I'm speaking this morning at 9:55, on this very topic, covering the major arguments for the Christian
I just
faith.
went and bought 2 of your CDs. They're sitting in that case right over there, and I'm going to give those to some of the ladies in my class.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Because you spoke yesterday, right?
Yes, I did.
And speaking
I did the
again
same
today.
thing. It's
Yeah.
called You Were Made for This, and people can go
You
to
were made for
Christian-
this. I think that
Yeah.
is so well. Number one, it's accurate,
Yeah.
but it's also catchy. Tell us about Mama Bear.
Well, I just met a new friend, Hillary Morgan Ferrer, and this book is making such a difference for moms. She called her ministry Mama Bear Apologetics, and we're roaring like a
Isn't
lion.
that perfect?
You cannot have our kids, is their point. She's not here, but Elisa Childers, one of the contributors, is here and doing a session on progressive Christianity. And some of us are going, what? But believe me, it's infiltrated the church and we don't even know it. We need to prepare ourselves and our kids for how to respond to these cultural influences that are just
Sure.
part of our everyday life. So Mama Bear Apologetics is
By,
a great resource.
again, one more time.
Hillary Morgan Ferrer, Ferrer.
We have
it's on
it.
Amazon and
Captured that. Great.
yeah.
Amy, do you have any other words that you want to impart to our moms?
I think the biggest thing I would say is, life hits hard sometimes. We all have, especially as moms, we're juggling so many things with kids and for those who work outside the home and our husbands and just our lives. And there's just so much competing for our time and attention, and so I would just encourage women out there everywhere to not be afraid to just take it in bits and pieces when you can. When you're stopped at the traffic light, there's podcasts everywhere. Standing in line at the Chick-fil-A, you can be flipping through your book. There's definitely ways that you can really try to focus on this without having to sacrifice other areas of your life, and I think that's so important.
Now we have women like myself moving into this arena alongside our brothers just to give a woman's voice. The content is all the same, but the way we relate the content is unique to women, and so that's all that I'm saying. And
Hey,